the monk who listened to the mountains. High in the northern mountains, where clouds drifted like wandering thoughts and the air smelled of pine and snow, there lived a monk named Anand. His monastery stood alone on a narrow ridge, carved from stone and patience. Few people visited that place, and even fewer stayed. Those who did often said the mountain itself was the true monk, and Anand was only its voice. Anand had not always lived among the mountains. Many years ago, he had been a scholar in the city, a man of books, debates, and restless ambition. His mind was sharp, but his heart was noisy. Questions followed him everywhere. What is success? Why does peace feel so far away? Why does knowing so much bring so little calm? When his teacher died suddenly, Anand felt something break inside him. The words he once trusted felt hollow, and the city felt unbearably loud. So one morning, before the sun rose, Anand left everything behind. He walked toward the mountains with nothing but simple clothes, a bowl, and questions he could not answer. Years passed. Now, Anand woke before dawn each day. He swept the monastery steps, boiled water for tea, and sat in silence as the first light touched the peaks. He spoke little, not because he had nothing to say, but because he had learned that most truths arrive quietly. One winter evening, as snow began to fall heavily, a stranger appeared at the monastery gate. He was young, exhausted, and angry with the world. His boots were torn, and his eyes burned with frustration. "I was told a monk lives here," the stranger said. "They said you have answers." Anand looked at him gently. "I have tea," he replied. "Come inside before the cold decides for you." The young man's name was Ravi. He had failed in the city, failed at work, failed at love, failed at becoming the person he thought he should be. His words spilled out like water from a broken cup. "I worked harder than everyone," Ravi said. "I planned my life perfectly, and still, everything collapsed. What is the point of effort if life does whatever it wants?" Anand listened. He did not interrupt. When Ravi finally fell silent, Anand poured tea and pointed toward the window. "Do you see the snow?" Anand asked. "Yes," Ravi said, confused. "Does the snow fall because the mountain deserves it?" Anand asked. "Or because the clouds worked hard enough?" Ravi frowned. "It just falls." Anand smiled. "Exactly." Ravi stayed for several days. He expected lessons, teachings, maybe secret wisdom. Instead, Anand asked him to sweep floors, carry water, and sit in silence. Ravi grew impatient. "I didn't come here to become a servant," he said one morning. "I came for answers." Anand handed him a cracked clay cup filled with water. "Walk with me." They climbed a narrow path along the ridge. The wind howled, and Ravi struggled to keep the water from spilling. "Why give me a broken cup?" Ravi complained. "I'm losing water with every step." Anand stopped. "You are angry because the cup cannot hold water," he said. "But why not ask why you insist on carrying water in a broken cup?" Ravi said nothing. When they reached the edge of the cliff, Anand asked Ravi to look down. Far below, a river flowed calmly, shaping the land without force. "That river does not fight the mountain," Anand said. "It moves around what it cannot change and changes what it can over time." Ravi looked at the empty cup in his hands. That night, Ravi dreamed of running endlessly, chasing something he could never reach. When he woke, his chest felt lighter, as if something unseen had loosened its grip. Days turned into weeks. Ravi began to understand the rhythm of the monastery. Silence was not emptiness, it was space. Work was not punishment, it was grounding. Anand rarely gave direct answers, but his presence itself felt like guidance. One evening, Ravi asked, "Did you ever regret leaving the city?" Anand looked toward the mountains, now glowing under the sunset. "Sometimes," he said honestly, "but regret comes from imagining a life that does not exist. Peace comes from fully living the one that does." Ravi realized then that Anand had not escaped the world. He had simply learned how to stand within it without being crushed. When spring arrived, Ravi prepared to leave. The mountain paths opened, and the snow melted into quiet streams. "I still don't know what I should do with my life," Ravi admitted. Anand placed a hand on his shoulder. "Good," he said. "A life is not something you solve. It is something you listen to." As Ravi walked away, Anand returned to his monastery. The mountains remained silent, yet full. Clouds moved, seasons changed, and the monk continued to listen, knowing that wisdom, like peace, does not shout, it waits. So friends, what's lessons? Today please comment below and like this video and subscribe channel. Thanks you.